Alright, how are we looking, guys? Are we live? Looks like we're live. Alright, welcome in everybody to Magic Monday. I know it's kind of late today. I had to get my car into the shop. My radiator was leaking. And it's been out for most of the day. I wasn't sure when I'd get it back, so I didn't stream earlier. But here we are now. We are on quest number 99 of 115. There's a good chance we may finish Mirage today. And move on to our next world, Imperia. So, we are gonna find out if that is going to be the case very soon. Alright. Just making sure we're good. Alright, let's get going.
Ah, good. The Moose had sent word that you had either made it to Irem Palace or had become lost between planes. I assume it was the former. So, Grandfather Spider intends to use the chrono shards to turn back the sands of time. That does make sense. Nonetheless, the only question that matters now is how do we stop him? And the answer is, I don't know. We may simply be beaten. I will, however, meditate on the matter. In the meantime, Wanderer, an urgent dispatch has come from Wizard City. You must go see Merle Ambrose.
Then I should return to the Sultana. I'd say it was fun, Wizard, and it actually was. Except the last part. I'll see you again, I hope.
I will leave soon and wander the desert sands to meditate on our troubles. Resolve matters swiftly in Wizard City, and then back here.
Infamous! How you doing, man? Salutations, that sucks about your card. You know if the leak was an easy fix. Radiator leaks can suck, sometimes just replace the whole block. Yeah, it was a pretty easy fix. They did end up having to replace it, though. But I got a good deal on it compared to what the first place was gonna charge me. I actually got a quote from a different place as well. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, $600 is actually pretty good. The other place that I was at was gonna charge me like $920.
Oh, there you are, my good friend. I'm glad you received my dispatch. Much has transpired since last
Should
we
be like
spoke.
me then? Yeah.
I'm pleased to tell you that your friend Mallory has come a long way. She's become my go-to wizard for all manner of errands. Meantime, I have spent much time searching for information about the Cabal, but Malistaire's journal remains our best lead. You may recall the reference to the initials G and D. I must believe this refers to Duncan Grimwater, since we know he's involved. To that end, Mallory has tracked Duncan down. But I want you to help confront him, so when you can, please join Mallory in Old Town.
Oh jeez. There we go. Yeah, I'm trapped by scraps out of a junkyard. Didn't want to pay $1,000 for a radiator in a 13-year-old truck. 600 is not bad. No, I got pretty lucky, I think, so. Oh jeez. But yeah, the dental issues are holding steady at least. You know, my mental health struggles around those. I'm getting better. I've been able to eat better. I've actually been able to go out to dinner. I went out to dinner with Indian food with my coworkers a few days ago. I went out to this local noodle place yesterday. Or no, not yesterday, Friday, I think? Yeah. And that was actually pleasant, you know, finally getting to eat something that I enjoyed eating before all this happened. It's been getting better. It's been getting a little better every day. And I can't be happier.
Finally! I thought I'd be standing here forever. Headmaster Ambrose said you'd come, but I had my doubts. How are things in Mirage?
Bad.
Really? Grandfather Spider plans to turn back the sands of time? Wow. That's got to have something to do with the Eye of History.
Probably.
Since you left, I've been helping Ambrose on this end. And And it's been about 1,000,000 times more fun. Now, we get to confront Duncan Grimwater.
But I already
To
did.
Triton Avenue, then. That's where Duncan's hiding out. This'll be just like old times. You take the lead, and I've got your back.
Here, kind of something came up, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was petrified with anxiety. I couldn't eat. I was down to protein shakes and milk, and maybe yogurt, grapes, or crackers if I could stomach those things. Or even cottage cheese if I could stomach it. Like, you know?
Oh man, not you again! When you beat me back at Malastaire's house, it pretty much ruined my chances of joining the Cabal.
Not before you brokered the deal with Malastaire and took the Eye of History. We're on to you, Duncan.
Wait, you think I'm the Cabal's agent? Psha, I wish. I already told you they've rejected me at every turn. And I'm not saying who the real agent is either. If she found out, I'd never be able to walk down Firecat Alley again. Ah, I didn't say that.
Thank you, Duncan. Wizard, I think we got what we came for, didn't we? Let's go tell Ambrose.
Yeah, I didn't have a root canal yet, but I'm kind of waiting to find out what's going to happen with the other tooth. In the event that I would need a root canal done on that tooth, I'm just going to ask them, can they permanently cement that crown in right away after the root canal, or are we going to have to go through this temporary again? Which, I hope to God that if that happens, that the answer is no, and that we can permanently cement it. Or, I mean, I guess yes, in the way that we can permanently cement it in there. That's tough. I couldn't avoid food like that. When I had my wisdom teeth cut out, I got solid food within hours. My mother was force-feeding me mashed potatoes, jello, and pudding. Within hours. Solid food took a day or two, but it was fine after that. But yeah, really Infamous, the crux of the issue was because of the crippling anxiety that just kept getting worse. Like, it was making me nauseous. Like, even looking at food would be enough to trigger anxiety and nausea. I literally could not eat. Like, my hunger pangs were there in my stomach. Like, so I was physically hungry, but my mental state would not let me eat. You know?
Well, isn't this a treat? Seeing the two of you together warms my heart. Oh, but tell me, what did you learn from Duncan Grimwater?
Apparently, Duncan's not the agent after all. But he gave us a clue. It's a she who lives on Firecat Alley. Any idea who it could be?
She lives on Firecat Alley and has the initials G and D. Aha! Of course! It makes perfect sense. Greta Darkkettle.
Wait, you mean that batty old witch who's always talking about curses?
Yes, Greta knew about the death school before anyone else. Oh, and then she remained in Wizard City even after resigning from Ravenwood. We must move fast. Wizard, you and Mallory must go question Greta right away. Be careful. She's clearly more dangerous than we realized.
I get it, anxiety about that can be immense. Yeah, I was like, is it gonna happen again? Is something worse gonna happen, even? And it set off this cascade. I lost, like, 10% of my weight in less than 2 weeks. Going from about 120, 125 pounds, and by the way, I was perfectly happy with that weight, by the way. You know, I was healthy, I was comfortable with it, to a couple days before I started treatment with medication under the psychiatrist, I was down to 108. And that was only since the 4th of July. The 4th of July is when it was set up, really set off, I think. And I try not to dwell on it too much, but it's not over yet because I have to have the other tooth, well, a tooth on the other side done at the end of August. So I'm not done, not out of the woods yet.
Rat! She's not here! But she can't have gotten far.
Let's look for clues to where she's gone.
The document appears to be a standard Wizard City property deed, but strangely, it's for the house across the street.
Ooh, what's that? A deed for the house across the street? Sounds like a solid clue to me. Let's investigate.
There we go.
Look at this place. A secret Cabal safe house right under our noses this whole time. And there's a trap door. I wonder what's down there. I don't know what, but I do know who.
Look here, it's the Curse Breaker, the Banshee's Bane. I had a feeling you'd eventually catch on. And now you found our safe house, too. You know, I actually had my eye on you at one point. I thought you'd be a good recruit for the Cabal. Better than that dingbat Grimwater. But of course you were loyal to Ambrose, and then you had to go and join the Arcanum. Ugh! Oh yes, we know all about the Arcanum. Just as the Arcanum knows all about the Cabal. Ah, but they haven't been honest about that, have they? Now you'll never know the truth.
So, well, that's a decent bit to lose that fast. At least you're doing better now. Good idea what it'll be like next time. Well, I'm actually hoping that it's not infamous, to be honest with you. Like, I'm hoping the same thing doesn't happen. But if it does, at the very least, I'm more mentally prepared for it, I guess. But yeah, especially for somebody of my size, losing 10% of your weight that quickly is potentially dangerous. So it's kind of good food to eat afterwards is probably key. Yeah, it's been difficult. Like, I've had to reintroduce my brain to food. Like, hopefully what you went through is worst case. That's what I'm hoping, too, like... Like, I'm hoping the worst of it is over. But yeah, I got a regular med, and then an as-needed anxiety med, but it's not like it's not a habit-forming anxiety med. And that one made a huge difference right out of the gate. Like, the first time I took it, I'm like, oh my god, what have I been missing? Wait, what did I just do? I totally misclicked. I did not mean to do that. Okay, well. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, I started out with, like, even that first day that I took the like non-habit-forming anxiety med, I'll put its name in chat for anybody who's interested in it. Yeah, so if anybody's interested, that's the name of it. Yeah, the first day that I took it, when I picked it up a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh my god, I actually feel better. Like, even that night...
Feel the power of the Cabal!
Oh, she's doing something. Oh, she cheats. She cheats! But yeah, I was actually able to focus better at work. I was able to look at my food that night on my lunch break and not instantly get nauseous. Like... It made a massive difference right out of the gate. I could not have been much happier than I was. And then it slowly got better from there. Like, I started to eat, like, chicken tenders, which is like a softer meat. And, you know, I took one of those pills beforehand. Because I was like, well, I don't know how this is gonna go. And I had a slight bit of anxiety when I bit into it, but after that, it just... Shortly after that, it disappeared.
Amateur hour.
Ooh. Alright, she's anti-faint. So I guess that's not going to be part of the plan, but... Finding good food eat afterwards is probably key, yeah. Stuff that's filling but doesn't hurt, then slowly adding harder food. Yeah, that's what I've been working on, Infamous, is kind of taking a slow and steady approach to it. I'm trying to avoid, like, overly crunchy things or overly chewy things like steak or chips and salsa until I can get the second one done and permanently cemented. Because I really don't want the same thing to happen a second time. I'm praying that it doesn't. It's awesome, always nice when something like that works. Except if you take something and it doesn't help at all.
So you would drive me out of Wizard City? Fine, I'll go. But know this, the Arcanum is not what you think. They've been lying all along. Did you know that at first, I only suspected you as a Cabal spy? Of course not. She told you lies then, just as she tells you lies now. You chose the wrong side, Wizard. But it's no matter at this point. We both know time itself is slipping away, don't we? Goodbye, fool!
Whoa, that was heavy. You really think she's telling the truth? No way. I can't believe the Arcanum would do that.
But yeah, Infamous, it made a huge difference the first day that I took it, and even
I'm going
since
to ask
then...
Ambrose for permission to help you in Mirage. I'll catch up.
Like, in total, I've only needed it, like, 4 times since I first picked up the prescription. But I've also got the one that I take nightly. It's an antidepressant because I was also experiencing a lot of, like, lack of will. You know, those characteristic signs of depression. Sorry, isn't Cthulhu. Hey! Hey, Infamous! Or Squall, how you doing? Sorry, wrong name, wrong person.
And just where do you think you're going, Initiate? Ione gave me specific instructions. She's not to be disturbed. You can't...
You dare to storm into my office? Fitzhume told you to stop. You what? You confronted an agent of the Cabal? Alone? I feel shocked. So the Cabal agent said we were lying to you. I've spoken no falsehoods, but I haven't told you the entire truth either. I had to be sure first. We knew the Cabal was watching you, and that you were tainted by shadow magic. Actually, we subjected Velma von Venkman to the same scrutiny. It's true, we know about the Cabal. Its leaders were once in the Arcanum, before the Schism. But initiates are never privy to this knowledge. Very well. The time has clearly come. I can say no more until you become an understudy. Fortunately, your eligibility has already been approved. To advance to the rank of Arcanum understudy, you must now speak with Sirio Cassini and face the appropriate trial. Then return.
Sous vide steak will make it real soft. Yeah, my mom actually made Salisbury steak one day, and I went over by her, and it was actually easy for me to eat. You know, and it's also been a thing that I can't eat as much as I used to because, you know, my stomach was so used to being so empty for so long, you know? Nice wizard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Greta? Yeah. Oh, baby. Hello. Hey, Blaine. Sorry for the delay. Welcome in, my friend. How you doing? It's just me and Mallory look like a 50-50 split of light and dark. Yeah. She kind of does, a little bit. Fire teacher's just a dwarf on fire. I know! And he's my main teacher, because I'm a fire main, for those of you in chat who didn't know.
Aha! The face of the Arcanum's future stands again before the Arbiter practice. I knew from our duel that you would be a rising star here.
Kind of love Salisbury steak. Yeah, I've actually made it myself with, like, beef. Like, just frying beef patties and stuff, so... I don't know why it's so good. It has to be because my grandma and mom made it while I was younger. Yeah, probably. But yeah, it was easy to eat. Because it's, you know, softer. I've been working my way up on the chewy scale and the crunchy scale. Like, I had Totino's pizza rolls a couple days ago. I had, like, these cheese crackers. Like, you know, 2 crackers and then there's, like, a cheese filling in the middle. So those were okay. And, yeah, like I said, I've had noodles. I've been able to actually eat better. I've started to regain some of my lost weight, which makes me happy. Because I was not comfortable at 108 pounds. That made me physically uncomfortable. I felt too light. Like, I didn't like it. I know at one point in my life, obviously I was at that weight, but I was so used to being at 120 pounds that it just felt normal. You know? Salisbury's good, yeah. I want lasagna. Yo, pizza rolls, pog. Yeah. Look at the TV dinner Salisbury steaks. I think they're good. 60-second microwave instant meals, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a few of those, like, just for the next couple weeks at work. To, like, kind of ease me back into normal eating before I start making my own meals again. Because I typically make my own food. And, like, bring my own meals to work. But I think I need to ease back into that. Plus, you know, with my other dental visit being at the end of next month.
And you are now eligible to face the trial of the understudy, yes? That is the quickest turnaround for an initiate I have ever seen. But I am confident you will do well once again. You are familiar with the trial chambers. The door to this one is back out in the hallway. Face the trial of the understudy. And if you succeed, you may simply return to Ione. Until next time, my friend.
The trial chamber is much like the others, but your opponent is far more exotic. It's an elemental that seems to be made from the void itself.
Oh, the music. Design TV dinners are better. IMO. I recommend the hormel beef and mashed potatoes instant meal. Might not be the best for everybody, but it's very basic and easy. Like those two. Yeah. Yeah, I'm slowly working my way up to the types of food that I eat, but it has been a lot easier. And I mean a lot by a long shot since I started the medication and therapy. I attest my success up to this point to a combination of those two things. Therapy's helping give me the coping mechanisms. to deal with it when it does happen. And even the anxiety that I have felt has been a lot easier to quell. And I haven't needed the medication that I put in chat for a while. I've been able to quell my anxiety without it, which says a lot. Like, my therapist is awesome. She gave me this cool list of like 101 things that you can do for coping. And some of those I was actually already doing without realizing it. But I've discovered many others that have proven to be tremendous. The Blade Elemental. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the Shadow Trickster. Yeah, that one was fun. I faintly remember that one, Skull. Yeah, faintly I do. Oh yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah. Yeah, and yesterday I was able to have string cheese. And that's mildly chewy. It's not like super chewy. We all know string cheese. But it's chewy enough, right? Yeah, I'm actually... Because he has so much health, I'm gonna burn Dark Pact and get rid of this plague. Want to make pizza rolls at the same time you can be bothered to ready the oven? I'd do them in the microwave. Alright. Let's knock him out. Well, actually, I just drew my last Death Blade, so I think I'm gonna use it. Did they change our debuff to Plague instead of Heal nerf? Did... maybe. I was never the Death School before, so I can't really say what Sorrows used to be. But yeah, it looks like a Plague to all enemies now. All surviving enemies.
During the duel, it seemed as though the elemental was seeking to absorb your life essence. As the elemental dissipates, however, it feels as though you are magnetically propelled in the opposite direction.
Heal to all? Really? Interesting. Yeah, I can't say I don't know.
I suppose I should say, congratulations. You are now an Arcanum understudy with the benefits and the responsibilities that entails.
Yes.
As an understudy, you will have a private office to decorate and use however you like. You will find the entrance just down the hall. As to the truth about the Cabal, you now have clearance for this knowledge. I already told you that they were once part of the Arcanum. I could tell you the entire story, but it would take many hours, and I feel unprepared to do so. The Cabal's work was performed in what we now call the Forbidden Wing, behind the warded door. We do not go in there under any circumstances. There is a small library, however, where we keep historical records about the Schism. It is simplest for you to learn about the history there. Visit the Schism Reading Room, read about the past there, and then return and we will discuss the future.
I know you're engaged in a critical errand, and many clamor for your attention. But when time permits, I have something that merits discussion.
Ooh. We getting a new spell, my friends. We got a notification from our scholar. do you got for me?
Excellent. Though I hesitate to distract from your mission, I believe I've discovered a spell that might aid in your efforts. As you know, Mirage has a long and troubled history. There were times when the entire world was nearly wiped out.
Ooh, damn.
Though such events were not pretty, there was power in them. To recreate one on a smaller scale could be helpful, but I lack one ingredient. Bring me the fossilized locust jar from the old Motaman cave near Caravan, and then we shall together gain an advantage over our enemies.
Ooh. Select target spell. Oh yeah, this is the select the target spell, isn't it? Yeah, I've only gotten it once so far, so yeah, I was irritated everyone. Quit nicotine soon and I'm worried how my mental state will be. Think we'd be irritated everyone and not argue. Want to argue or never talk to anyone. Well, Infamous, you can chat with me. Great to hear that you're gonna try and quit nicotine. That is a really hard habit to break. So kudos to you, man, for being willing to put in the effort and try. I'm at your back, man. If you need somebody to vent to and... If you need somebody to vent to while you're going through that process, you know, my DMs are open to you.
Yet another archaeologist? This treasure is too valuable for a museum. Besides, it was my ancestors who left it. At least I think. Either way, I am a pirate, and I am taking it. All of it.
No. You're gonna pass that to me, my friend. I will be taking that. Make a single target, but she... No, wait. You didn't have that much health. Your friends and I are gonna try and quit on the upcoming bachelor trip. Ooh! Nobody is supposed to bring any kind of vape or tobacco. We'll be gone for 3 days. Ooh! Ooh, quitting cold turkey? That might be tough. But I'm at your back, man. First couple weeks will be the worst. Especially first few days. We hope being away will be good. Yeah, that'll probably help, because then you guys are gonna be distracted. Is everything your shadow spell for fire sucks? Well, don't spoil it for me, Squall, please, because I have not seen it yet. Might I request? I haven't either, just read it by the looks of it, it sucks. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Wallaroo ones. Yeah, I'm wondering when you get access to it. But yeah, Infamous, chat. Yeah, I look up to my parents a lot during this whole deal with the dental. Cause you know, they have crowns, they have a missing tooth. This is for those of you who haven't heard the story yet. And, you know, it's been helpful to kind of look up to them because they can eat whatever the heck they want. Also, nested is insane. Nested? What do you mean? Oh, the bones. The terrible or nested fury. Oh.
You
Nice.
have bested me today, Wayfarer. These treasures are yours. There will always...
You search the treasure chest and find the fossilized locust jar. It's fragile to the touch, but it carries a heavy sense of doom.
For a nomad,
Oh yeah, Nested Fury, I've seen it. Yeah, that one can be crazy.
Well done, understudy. This is precisely what I needed to conjure a small plague. Such magics are volatile, however. I will keep control. You will wield it through me. This Kisma's plague spell will summon me, and then I will call down the plague on your enemies. Use it sparingly.
Hey. Yeah, in one of our next combats, I'll use it just to show it off. Because I like to show off new spells. Even if they don't get a lot of use, I still like to at least show them for everybody in chat. So the next time we have a combat, I'm gonna use it. Because the spell is unique. That you can select how many targets it hits. Which is pretty wicked. And does have some potential implications. Some potentially powerful ones.
The small library is as still and silent as a tomb. The secrets in here were hidden because they were too painful for the scholars to bear. The massive book would take years, if not decades, to read in its entirety. But fortunately, you find a summary section. Centuries ago, the first scholars came together to study the mysteries of magic and the secrets of the spiral.
Which is the best select your target spell? Thinking it's Storm, but I don't know.
Some among the scholars became convinced the spiral was doomed, and that restoring the first world was the only hope for the future. They knew countless lives would be lost, so they began building the Arcanum to protect a group of survivors they would select. But others among the scholars opposed the dark plan. The two sides fought. The first group was defeated and exiled. They formed the Cabal. The other group of scholars finished building what became the Arcanum, but used it instead as a base for their studies and experiments. To this day, the Cabal continues to search for a way to restore the First World at any cost. The Arcanum wages a secret war to stop them.
Well then, shall we? Let me check.
You know the entire truth now, the darkest part. You also understand why we cannot devote all our time to scholarly matters. As you read, the Cabal seeks to restore the First World. It is a mad, catastrophic plan that would destroy the spiral and everything in it. Kisma has confirmed that the Cabal took the eye of history to Mirage, hoping all along they could somehow use it to reverse the sands of time. We assume that Grandfather Spider's collusion with them has acted as a catalyst, so their plans are now dangerously close to fruition. Thus, it is imperative you return to Mirage and find a way to stop them. Speak to Kisma before you leave. Good luck, understudy.
Oh boy.
Congratulations on your advancement to understudy. Let us hope we can prevent your achievement from being short-lived. I believe I only informed you of my efforts to investigate the Cabal's activities in Mirage. The Silent Sabers have helped uncover the truth. As on other worlds, the Cabal has spent years embedding their agents. We believe they've infiltrated the Order of the Chronomancers. So return and reconnect with your contacts, but then make haste to the Chronoverge and expose them if you can. Stay strong, understudy.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. But yeah, Kisma's Curse could have some potential uses. Like, if I need to knock out minions first, like, that would be a way to save damage. And things like that. So there are a lot of potential uses for the spell.
At last,
even if it's
Wanderer
specific.
of Worlds returns. While you were away, I did some wandering of my own, but I found few
So
insights.
the device was peak on 2, 3, and 4 they start to poop. 4 target scorching does as much damage as an unenchanted meteor.
What I found instead was this young cat who has disturbing revelations about what's underway at the Chronoverge.
Indeed. Wizard, perhaps you remember me from Xerxes' tomb? After we parted, I returned to the Chronoverge, but soon learned a terrible truth. Chronomaster Devlin and the others are all part of some group known as the Cabal. They've seized control and reversed the sands of time. Even if I were able to get back into the Chronoverge and defeat them, I wouldn't have the foggiest notion of how to set things aright again.
There may yet be a way. At the Spiral's dawn, it said Grandmother Raven safeguarded the secrets of time with a being known as the Chronicle. If you could consult this Chronicle, but I don't know where, only that it's believed to be inside the Timeless Tower.
The Timeless Tower? That's in the Zruvan Grotto. It's forbidden, but... Wizard, quickly, to Catawar Canyons. I'll show you the way.
Oh boy. Okay, I was looking at the magic carpets, trying to find the right one. To be able to teleport. I just found an old recording, 2021, of me and 2 of my friends, the 2 who are getting married, not to each other, and it's funny! That's funny. But yeah, early on in this whole mess, it was like, I would be curling up with my mother and just like, because I think I have a great relationship with my parents.
That must be the entrance to the Zruvan Grotto. I heard it was more difficult to find. I suppose we shouldn't complain.
Like, even just literally sitting there with her and just crying was the best thing that I could do for a while until I was able to get, you know, into therapy.
This appears to be the place. We studied the lore in Chronomancer training, but frankly, I wasn't the best student. There's a scroll keeper involved and, something Timeless Tower. I can't recall. Worst case, I suppose we get killed. If time reverses, theoretically, we'd come back again. So, what do we have to lose, right? Let's start by getting a closer. Wait, it's coming back to me. These guardians were the first cats. Ancestors to House Persian, but duty-bound to remain here even in death. I suppose that doesn't really help us much, does it? Let's try to get one of them to tell us where to find this scroll keeper.
If they don't care, I might send it into your Discord. I would love to see that, Infamous, if you can get them to agree. Like, I would love to see that. I think that would be funny. Chelsea's Mirage is confusing. Sometimes they pile all the carpets in that one spot. Yeah, so I had to look for a minute and figure out where he was actually going. Basically, my friend starts telling a story about his fiance, then girlfriend, and friend 2 stops immediately with OMGST. That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna do Kisma's Curse. We're gonna explore that for this combat. I'll still have another spell as a backup, but... So then we're gonna say it's in the combo, but hopefully it does have some levity. Nah, don't worry about it, Infamous. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I'm just happy that everybody has just been so supportive and, like, uplifting. That's been another big thing that has helped. More often than not, you're better off with Cthulhu in most circumstances when you need mass AoE. And yeah, that's generally true. Yeah, that's generally true. Yeah, only because they're death. Some screenshots and clips of other games? Oh, heck yeah. I'll have to check that out when we're done here. Alright. So the way this spell works is you can choose your targets and then you can confirm or change. So that's the uniqueness of this one. Plus, I just want to see the animation. Ooh, I like that. Me likes. Cool! I like that animation. That was pretty sick. It was great that everything seems to be looking up. And I appreciate you saying you're open to support me through my nicotine quitting adventure. Oh yeah! No, quitting smoking... They say one of the most effective things during quitting nicotine is having someone to hold you accountable.
Persian, and by my authority as a chronomancer, I command you, Guardian, tell us where to find the Scroll Keeper.
Ah, what? How so? I don't think your titles carry much weight here. But you're looking for the Scroll Keeper? Maybe she's in the House of Scrolls. I mean, I'm just guessing, but that does seem like the obvious choice. Either way, our duty's done. We were told to guard this place for eternity, but no one said what to do when defeated. I say we are released.
No.
Aha! It's about time. You must be the new Scroll Couriers. Are you picking up or dropping off?
That depends. Do any of these scrolls tell us how to get into the Timeless Tower? If so, then we're picking up.
I don't keep secrets like that on paper. Besides, what business have you in the Timeless Tower? Wait a minute. You're not couriers, are you? Whoever you are, you made a wrong turn somewhere. Unfortunately, it was a fatal mistake. I will see you purged!
For support if you need it, even if I may be unfamiliar with some things you go through. And that's another big thing is, even though people may not exactly know what my particular battle is, even just having somebody to vent to has been another thing that has been really helpful throughout this whole thing. Because everybody with depression and anxiety fights a different battle. Like, what caused it is different for every single person that suffers from it. But one thing we do all have in common is the diagnosis and that empathy for fellow sufferers. And now I count myself among them. I now have a better understanding of what depression and anxiety feels like because of what my experiences have been. I just feel like I have a better understanding of it now. Pretty sure my first multi-skill was ice. Also because I had an Ice Mastery Amulet and Frost Armor card for my armor. Okay. Max damage I ever achieved. It maxes at 1 million. Actually, Squall, you're wrong. Now it's 2 million. Now it's 2 million. They increased it. We maxed by like 15,000. I probably thought I was God. Yeah, 15,000 is difficult in the early stages to achieve, but once you've got later gear, crits, that kind of stuff, like you start getting up pretty high. They got 2 million. Yeah. Yeah, they raised it to 2 million, Squall, so it's different now. Yeah. I'm not sure when they raised it, but I know they did. And now it's 2 million, and I did it on stream. Because I thought it would be funny to get 2 million damage on stream, because why not? No other particular reason, other than just for the memes. Should learn 2 million in the achievement. Yeah, I've gotten that. Okay, so I played more than a decade when I was a young teenager. Didn't have a PC for the longest time, then I forgot about it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Alright. Ha! Eat my stun block! Unicorn, wait, here I come! That's funny. Playing on my PC, but I want to do it with friends, and I can't justify paying for it. Yeah, I can understand not having friends to do it with. Like, I had multiple reasons to get a year-long subscription to the game for $60, and that was because I had my little brother, but he's actually currently working on indie developing, so he's busy, and because I have the streams. When I built my first gaming PC, I had a bad laptop before. Oh, no, you're good. I'm gonna need a potent backdraft, regular, faint, crap ton of blades. Flash use, scorching scimitars, or FFA. I did the rank 11 spell, with the tree. Squall, that's the spell that I used. For 2 million. And I made sure that there was a bunch of traps, so I actually did not use backdraft at all. I used fuel, double fuel, I had one from my pet, so that's 3. And then I used the elemental traps. I did double faint. I think I also had a treasure card feint that I may have used. And then I just stacked a bunch of blades on the front end. I don't know if I get... Oh, did I spoil it inadvertently? I'm sorry, Squall, if I did. I didn't mean it. I swear. But yeah, if you don't have the tree spell, the next best option, yeah, is probably FFA or... I'm trying to think if there's another good... Do you have the caramel spell yet? I've seen it. Do you have the caramel spell yet? The marshmallow? Because that's another good option, if you have it. No, I don't. Yeah, then FFA is probably your next best option. If you don't have the marshmallow and you don't have the tree. Yeah, that's probably your next best option. FFA Bowl Scorching. I mean, Bowl is another good option. Deadpool and Wolverine yesterday. Scorching Heart is really good. Yeah, that's another good option. 1.2k with an epic enchant. Really? It gets that high? I guess I haven't really tried it much. Clean shut.
Hold back! Hold back. I admit it. I'm unfurled. What are you going to do? Destroy all the scrolls?
Of course not. It would be a crime to destroy such a wealth of knowledge. We simply want the secret to entering the Timeless Tower.
Very well. But I warn you, entering the Timeless Tower without invitation will incur Grandmother Raven's wrath. If you won't be deterred, then take this tinder and light the braziers of seconds and centuries. That will unseal the doors to the tower.
Great Sans, what happened? Oh dear. This is...
Why are people mad at that movie?
Really.
Have you seen the discourse online?
We've somehow
Really?
been transported in
Theater's
time.
full of laughter. What?
This is clearly the Sylvan Grotto, but this is way back before it was buried in sand, when the first Guardians yet lived. Did we do this? No. More likely it's the sands of time. Let's hurry, though we'll have to defeat the guards again. Or, for the first time.
Real. Yo, Shiki! Welcome in, my dude. Hopefully you're doing better than me. Well, actually, I'm not doing too bad. I've actually been okay. I think someone said it was unholy. I didn't look at tweets or articles because I don't want spoilers. Yeah, I don't blame you. I haven't really been an avid movie watcher lately, except it was for Harry Potter because I needed a distraction from my dental problems. Otherwise, I'm not normally a heavy movie watcher, but Harry Potter at least made it more tolerable. It was a popcorn bucket as a joke and they were sold out at my theater? Really? Still don't have the sprained foot, but it is healing. Well, that's good. You know, thinking that's probably why people were mad at the first one. It just has suggested themes, probably. Yeah. As much as his death in Mirage, not that I'm aware of. So I guess some people hate Deadpool because he's a smartass.
I can't
people love his
believe it.
character.
On duty for such a short time and already defeated. No one told us what to do if this happened.
Actually, we've just come from the Scrollkeeper. He wanted to test you, and of course you failed. So you can go now. You're released.
That doesn't seem fair, not being warned or anything. But I guess it means we can have lives after all. No complaints here.
Alright. Heading to the Timeless
That
Tower.
seems to have done the trick. I guess we can enter the Timeless Tower now. But what in the sands we can expect inside, I have no idea.
You enter the Timeless Tower, expecting almost anything. But what's really surprising is that it's a familiar sight.
Jehoiakatan wanderers, I do not know what purpose brings you to the Timeless Tower, but by order of Grandmother Raven, entry is restricted.
It's nice to be greeted in such a civil fashion. We simply wish an audience with the Chronicle. If you could point us in the right direction.
By the Spiral's light, am I to be tested so soon? My fellow Luvalin have not even arrived to establish the trials. I will do my duty, however. You will not gain entry to the Chronicle's chamber. I will protect the portal with my life if I must.
Well. I'm so casual about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Light subverts shadow. Alright, he's got cheats. Oh, sanctuary. That's fine. That doesn't bother me anything. Are you anti-blade? No. You are not. Well, then I will keep gearing up. People are mad about them. Yeah, it's kind of the same deal with anything. Is that Guardian Spirit? Oh no, that's gain. That's Empower. Aww. And turn it to light. Yeah, I gotta attack quickly, I think, with this guy. Looks like he's got Myth Mastery, which has me concerned. Turn it to light. Looks like he's basically at max pips every time. Fighter spell on turn 2? Yeah. Might have been FFA. Possible. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, Squall. You're not wrong. It could have been FFA. Which, for those of you who are not familiar, is Fire from Above. It's a 5-turn, I believe, single target spell, DOT. Sorry, Meteor. Yeah, right now it's only Meteor, but... see if I can get... I take your shadow... What's he doing? He stole my shadow pip! Or he burned it. He just tried to stun me. How mean. How rude. So I guess I need to time... If I'm gonna use either Cthulhu or Winged Sorrow, I need to be ready. That wasn't very nice. They changed it. Why? More characters gonna be broken. Yeah. Yeah, Shiki, that was very rude. How he just took my Shadow Pip away. What's fair to talk Nova? Oh, whenever you want, dude. Use to single target. Single target, 900 damage. Maybe it changed it even before I got to that point in the game. Like, I mean, we can look, like, after we're done with this dungeon, we can look and see what it is now. Like, I can swap over to my Fire Wizard for 2 minutes and look, but... I do think they changed it since I first picked it up, though. Holy crap! Holy natural attack being 1700 damage. I need to attack, and I need to do it. No! What are this guy's cheats? Like, I swear. Well, I've got one more turn. Yeah, if I don't have it, you know, I actually should probably just try to attack. In fact, I think I will. Alright, I got him. I got single target damage spells. Yeah, it was always a DOT though. As far as I'm aware.
Shalom, I am defeated. But if you enter that portal, you do so in defiance of Grandmother Raven herself. You will earn her wrath.
You fought with honor, Vigilant. We do not relish acting in defiance of you or Grandmother Raven, but we have no choice. Oh, that's subjected to the ravages of time. I never imagined. I heard legends, but to behold this being, I am truly humbled. It is your place to consult the Chronicle Wizard. I will stand aside. I am merely honored to witness.
Time is no circle, but the impact of this moment is critical in both future and past. Distant, we see, the sundering was stopped, but the matter of Sam remains unsettled. The light winces, but for the moment, the shadow's tale must be told. It was Titan's tantrums that interrupted the First World's dance. But for Raven, it also meant the end of all romance. Spider's love was unbridled and unbound, but also unspoken. As Raven cast him down, Spider's heart was broken. And the spiral was woven with trees inspiring song. Raven brought light and order, yet something was wrong. Their creation was flawed without Spider's presence. So she stole the broken Chaos Heart to charge the spiral's essence. The tale is told, and the moment realized. The sand may stay unsettled, but without the heart, the spiral's expiration is assured.
Well then.
Sorry, I couldn't help but overhear a few bits and pieces there. I have to say, it didn't sound very promising, did it? Perhaps Santiago can make some sense of the message. Yes, let's return to Caravan, assuming it's there, of course. Worth a try?
I understand what drove you to defy my servants. but this was unnecessary. You have now been exposed to knowledge unfit for any mortal. Judge me not for what you learned. If I chose otherwise, there would be no spiral. Doomed as it may be, it has still been a glorious ride. For the moment, I've set time aright again. To reset the sands, you must reclaim the chronoshards and the Eye of History from the Chronoverge. But make no mistake about my intentions. The priority now is to destroy Spider for once and all, whatever the cost. Do not fail me in this.
I believe my mind has just been blown, and not for the first time today. I'll give you a moment to yourself. Meet me back in Caterwall Canyons.
Well then.
I won't pretend to understand everything that's going on here, or even all of what's at stake, but we do have a chance to save the Spiral. I'm going directly to the Chronoverge to try and assess the situation there, what it will take to breach the Cabal's defenses. You should report back to Santiago and let him know what we've learned. Then, come and join me at the Chronoverge. Together, we will find a way to face whatever forces oppose us. I'm sure of it.
Geez.
See you at the Chronoverge.
I can see by your expression that whatever you discovered in the Timeless Tower was far from an assurance of our success. Perhaps you are more encouraged, however, by the arrival of this inquisitive young woman who claims to be one of your closest friends.
Well, I didn't say that exactly. I just said we went back a ways, and we do. So I came to help. From what I just heard, you need it.
Indeed, time is of the essence, quite literally. So I won't ask for all the details, Wanderer. Just tell me what we need to do. Back to the Chronoverge, then? If you feel equipped to face whatever awaits you there, then do not delay. May the winds be with you, both of you.
Magic carpet. I love the teleport system. There's a bunch of magic carpets.
Wow! This really is just like old times. You and me looking up at one of the wonders of the spiral, fighting the odds to save the day. Things have gotten better for me at Ravenwood. The school's really grown on me, but it still pales in comparison to this. Not to be sappy, but whatever happens up there, I want you to know that adventuring with you is my favorite thing.
Aw, thank you, Mallory.
It appears a fierce battle was fought here. Any loyal chronomancers who remained were incapacitated by the Cabal's infiltrators.
I can't believe how easily my fellow chronomancers were defeated. These Cabal members must have planned this for years.
Oh yeah.
Even more disturbing, the sands of time have been reversed again. Whatever reprieve Grandmother Raven gave us was certainly short-lived.
I'm sure she did everything she could. I'm Mallory, by the way. You can think of me as the wizard's personal assistant. I help get the job done.
I'm glad you came along. I would be of little assistance at this point. The Cabal clearly has a way of countering chronomancer magic. That's the portal that leads down to the surface. Before we can do anything else, you'll need to storm his office in the chapter hall and reopen the portal blast door.
Oh, look, a silver chest. So good. Are you at Shaka-Lock? It's easy. Evening. Hey, GL. How you doing, man? Welcome to the party.
Yes, it's the one from the Arcanum. I've waited my entire career for an opportunity to face one of our mortal enemies in combat.
Don't be overconfident. Arcanum members are formidable adversaries. Remember our training. There's a method to ensure victory. Use it!
Time consuming. Yeah. Once done dinner. Nice.
So much for their methods. I say winging it is better. It's more fun, too. Let's keep going.
Come to join me in savoring the spiral's last few minutes? It's quite an occasion. The Cabal has labored towards this goal for centuries. You helped too with the Chrono Shards and liberating Grandfather Spider. He made this possible, you know. And now he's doing all the work. And no need to worry. We're quite safe here. We'll be shepherded through the spiral's annihilation and into the dawn of a new first world.
You're as sick and twisted as Grandfather Spider is. And you'll soon realize how wrong you really are.
Ah, yes. I misspoke. I said we. That's not entirely accurate. You will meet your doom right here and now, at my hand.
And of course he cheats. Oh. And 21 turn had fuel, did it? That's what I think the marshmallow one does now, then. Plantation. Wait. The Future Farmers of America? What? Oh, now what's he doing? Oh, he changed the global! That's shitty. That's real shitty. Nothing ever nested. Yeah. Oh! That's funny, Infamous. No, I don't blame you. That's okay. Did I just screw myself? I may have just screwed myself. I'm about to find out if I just screwed myself. Yeah, I think I just screwed myself. I legitimately don't think I can fight this. Yeah, I can't fight this. If I can't even get regular picks? No, that's impossible. I can't do it. Need a new spell. Yeah, that would have been the clue. That would have been the ticket if I had that spell. Yeah. At the end of round 5 and every 10th round thereafter, he will replace the power play with a balanced global with negative 45 power pip gain that limits the maximum pip limit to 2 if all pips gained before are spent. Yeah, so I knew to attack by round 5, or at least have my pips gained by round 5 that I plan to use. Shadow pips can still be earned while the global is active. Alright, so I don't need to change much. I just need the only pip costing cards to be my attack spells. So I'm just gonna keep these in the deck and then discard them. Alright, so I think that's gonna be the ticket to beating this one. Oh, this is my new content. Yeah. Well, for the game, yeah. For the runs, yeah. Anything that you see on Wizard101, like, has not been played yet. What did you do? You see if any of your Discord? No. Or if it's in Shadow, which I can't if you had or not. I didn't have it in the deck, but yeah, that's what I had. Well, he casted a backdraft right away. Support for all platforms now? Really? They didn't get everything? Well, not quite, Infamous. We got a long way to go as far as the rest of the campaign. We still have, like, half a dozen worlds to get through. I don't finish it up. I've been only come back every now and then. Oh, okay. No, don't worry about it. Back to Dynamo. Yeah. Well, speaking of Nested Fury, Squall. Maybe we just urged to replace Sims 4? That's funny. Some people think backdraft is worthless because it takes too long to build up. In a way, it kind of it depends, Squall. Hard to jinx it. Yeah, Squall, why'd you have to jinx it? What the heck, man? Sorry. It's fine. I'm working with it. I'll be better, I think. You're funny. Okay. So what can I do with 6 pips? I can do Cthulhu and Sorrow. I have enough pips to do both. So I'm gonna have to discard Scarecrow, unfortunately. Because if I do Scarecrow, then I can't do anything else, so I'm gonna have to remove it. I'm gonna gain as much power as I can here and then try to strike him. Cthulhu Sorrow in the new spell. I could do Scarecrow in the new spell as a possible strategy, but Alright, hopefully this will be enough damage with Cthulhu to knock him out in one hit. Otherwise, I do have enough for a Sorrow follow-up. Pending the gain of another Shadow Pip, but... Alright, let's see if this is enough. Alright, I got him. I'm seeing smoke screen. Yeah.
So what? You defeat me. You reactivate the portal. You enter the sands of time. And what? You defeat Grandfather Spider? Ha! You have no hope.
That must be the way to reopen the blast door. Hit it and let's go.
Thank the sands, you succeeded! The portal is active, and you can now enter the sands of time. I'll remain here to keep the Chronoverge from falling back into the Cabal's clutches. I'd be little help down there anyhow. Take the portal down and do whatever you must to reclaim the Chrono Shards and the Eye of History. That should reset the sands. Whatever power my wishes may have, I send them along with you. The fate of Mirage and all the Spiral hangs in the balance. Godspeed, Wizard.
Of course, it's all down to us, right? The player? It's always down to the player, right? The player's always there to save the day.
You'll be surprised to hear it, but I actually waited for you to finish this. You've worked so hard. I wanted to at least give you a chance.
Did you?
Really? You'd risk your master plan of destroying the spiral just for the opportunity to rub our noses in it?
I would. It's one of the prerogatives of being a primal divine force. I can be as petty and absurd as I want. But look at you, young lady. All grown up, confident and outspoken. Another drop of potential lost amid this sea of mediocrity. And you, Wizard. With you I feel a special kinship at this point. That's why I've prepared a gift of sorts. A surprise from your past. Using the Eye of History, I found a few creatures who sorely hoped to see you again. You'll find them guarding the Chrono Shards. If you manage to overcome each of them, I'll be waiting with the Eye of History. You might want to be quick. Time is slipping away.
Ooh, snap! Ooh, snap! Left my kitchen, FML needed the dishes. Oh, jeez. My mom just sent me a picture of a rainbow. Jabberwocky's gonna suck. Yeah, I remember Jabberwocky. Okay. And that was my mother also letting me know,
I can't believe this. When Grandfather Spider dragged me from the grave, I thought he was pulling my leg. And he was. Ha ha! But how could I pass up even a remote chance to face you again? And with shadow magic. If only I had this before. Come,
You can
give
one
me
shot,
my
really?
vengeance. Why don't we trade?
Oh, he's gonna switch it, isn't he? Yep. Maybe part of the reason I eliminated Feint from the deck is because a lot of bosses are anti-Feint now. Like, starting with the Rat, he's anti-Feint in a good way. He might have the ability to stun me, so I'm gonna do this. He may have mastery to other magic. Both 188 HP spicy. Well, crap, yeah. Ha! I called it! He does have the ability to stun me. So at least I can stave it off and get some good prep. Yeah, for whatever reason, the item card, Death Spear, and my normal Death Spear don't stack together when I cast a spell, but Feint's will. But that does give me an opportunity to double strike against resistant targets. So it's not all bad that they don't both activate on the same spell. Let's see if I can get Brace to run out, because that's going to be tricky to eat through. Yeah, the only other option I had is to add spears into my treasure deck. He didn't do anything? Okay. Yeah, I gotta prep quickly here, because he's probably about to do something. A lot of bosses have cheats that revolve around how many turns have passed. Or like every X number of turns they do something. And he might be one of those. Probably told me to eat it. Yeah. Eat it! Except I'm no longer protected anymore. So I need to act quickly at this point if I want to avoid getting stunned. And of course, right as I cast Nerf Pack, now I can't get rid of it before attacking. Yeah, I'm gonna swap to Balance Pips, go for Virulence, and then try to smack him. Because the power level is low. Unless he's got some absurd cheat, he can't kill me. Or if he passes, that's even better. Yeah, I may or may not kill him in one shot. This may not work. Give my best shot, though. Did I get him? No. But just barely. Not bad. If I didn't have the -20, I probably would have gotten him in one shot. But at least I've got a quick follow-up. Alright. First one done.
Was that the guy from Unicorn Way?
Wow. When Grandfather Spider said he was digging up the past, I never dreamed he'd go that far back. I wonder who's next. Grab that Chrono Shard and let's go to the next
Yeah, I'm gonna
dude.
get Faint out of there because I think that's when I figured it out. And then I'm gonna modify my notes, because I keep notes of what my typical decks are in case I have to change it to fight specific bosses that have specific cheats. I want to have my baseline.
As you collect the Chrono Shard, it dissolves one of the shadow rays that was projected into the sands of time.
Let's see, is there any health wisps? I would hope there is. So I can heal. Alright, who's gonna be next? I know Jabberwocky is one of them. But I forget what order. I think it's related to what the world completion order is. Oh yeah, the guy from the Colosseum. Gotta switch to my myth deck.
You stole all my fame and glory, and with no showmanship whatsoever. Now I will finally get my rematch and prove I am the best warrior.
He's probably gonna be anti-Faint too, but we'll see. He's not. Alright, never mind. Alright, that makes my job easier. So I can attack sooner with Winged Sorrow if I need to. Oh, the Mystic Colossus. Alright, this ought to be enough to knock him out with Winged Sorrow.
So, have you noticed I'm a little more helpful than before? Oh, okay, good. I kept waiting for you to say something. Not that I'm trying to take all the credit, of course. You still seem to be holding your own. But hey, we're better together, right? Sorry, I'm veering into Sappy Land again, aren't I? Let's just get the Chrono Shard and head to the next dude.
Alright.
As you collect the Chrono Shard, it dissolves another one of the shadow rays that was projected into the sands of time.
Alright, I think this is Jabberwocky time. Yeah, I may have to attack him hard and fast. Yep.
Brillig is past, and arrived is my hour. You once took my heart, but left my head. Now I've grown in power. This time, you will be dead.
Oh, this is real similar to that cheat. He just removed it. Yeah, I gotta think fast on this one. Ew, this could be a bad hit. Yeah, it was a pretty bad hit. Yeah, I need to go quick. Yeah, if I can hold on one more round. Actually, not likely. Well, if I get lucky. I get lucky here, chat. Fingers crossed. Can I get him? I did! Eee. Woo! Not bad. I like it.
Oh, Frabjastay, Kaloo Kalay. Yep, I know all that stuff. Baba Yaga has a thing for fairy tales and weird poems. I'm not complaining, though. It comes in handy at times like these. Gives me something clever to say, at least. All right, get that last Chrono Shard and then meet me back outside. Then we'll go and finally face
As you collect the Chrono Shard, it dissolves the third shadow ray that was projected into the sands of time. Only one remains.
It looks like whatever hold the shadow magic has on the sands of time is weakened, but there's just that one final strand. I have to tell you, I'm nervous about this. What we have to do in there is beyond anything we've faced. I mean, this is Spider himself.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga used to always say, when you've got a dreadful task to undertake, it's best just to get on with it. I guess she's right. This time, though, it's my turn to go first. I'll see you in the dunes.
Ooh! Yep, this is our final boss! Final boss of Mirage, my friends. Wish me luck! I have no idea what his cheats are. I do know that you have to beat him in a certain amount of time, so I'm probably gonna modify my deck ahead of time to reflect this. I'm gonna bank on a single attack. And I'm gonna bet that he's anti-feint, so... I am taking a wild guess at this.
There he is, just waiting for us. For a primal force who plans to destroy the spiral, he sure does make this seem personal. Let's get him.
And at long last, the inevitable showdown between the forces of light and shadow. It's not so clear-cut, however, is it, Tainted One? But battle we must. Though with the sands of time in such a state, I suspect it will add quite an unpredictable dynamic to this contest. Who knows? It might help you win. Of course, the odds of defeating a supreme being such as I, well, they are slim. But come, give me your best.
Of course, he's got Storm. Good thing I made a split deck between both types of power. We'll have to see, though. Alright, wish me luck, chat. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. He's got 30k. Because, of course.
You will not defeat me.
I should have anticipated minions. I figured they would show up. Oh, it's now Grandfather Spider's invulnerable. This would have been a good spot for Kisma's curse. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go a full traps deck. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go full traps.
Spin the wheel. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think more critically. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to beat him with the deck that I have.
I'd rather to Krakatopia one.
Yeah, so this is the cheats that I'm having to deal with. I just sent it in chat. And I'm reading it. I'm reading that page to see if I can design a deck around this. Okay, if the Spiderling is defeated, Grandfather Spider will summon another one 3 rounds later. Grandfather Spider will only summon as many Spiderlings as there are wizards engaged in the duel. Once that number has been defeated, he will unsuccessfully attempt to summon one every 3 rounds. Okay. So I can kill the Spiderling and then he won't respawn. I actually don't need Spear at all because he's got a low enough resistance to death. Yeah, so basically I need to go full traps. I'm gonna reset this deck just so it's back to normal. There we go. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back to my deck. At the end of a number of rounds, depending on the number of wizards that are there, Grandfather Spider will interrupt cast Dimension Shift that steals charms and wards, so I can't even really use blades. You had your chance of ending this. He will cast an Iron Sultan. I may actually be able to solo him if I plan carefully. I need something to take out his minion, so that's probably... And I don't want to rely on Shadow. So I think my next best option is Wraith. Or Artorias. But Wraith would be good because then I get healing from it. Dr. Von's is an option, but... It requires a lot more pips, though. It would be more likely to kill, though. Because I need to kill that minion and then refocus. I'm Grandfather Spider. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. I do think it's possible for me to solo him. I could probably pull it off. I just need certain things. Yeah, I haven't used the spirit traps in ages, but they may actually come in handy. Especially because of the storm aspect of him. I practically can't use blades, so I may as well even take the basic death blade out. Or it might actually be useful for taking out the minion. So I'll leave it in there for that purpose, but... And then put my reshuffles in that deck. Alright, well, let's give it a shot. Alright, let's give it another shot here. Yeah, I just gotta act quickly, I think. Yeah, I'll give it another couple shots before I turn to the Wizard101 community and invoke rule number 1. Because I would like to move on to Imperia. Our next adventure. I believe it's Imperia. If I'm remembering the order of the worlds correctly. In this phase.
There he is, just waiting for it.
Alright, let's go for it.
You will not defeat me.
Yeah, just the fact that he's got 30,000 health is gonna make this really difficult. Alright, so I could cast Dr. Vaughn at any time. Now. I think I'm gonna get as much prep on Grandfather Spider as I can before I do that. Maximize the healing potential.
Spin the wheel. I'm enjoying this.
Nah, wishful thinking. Rizalka. Yeah, I'm dead.
Spin the wheel. I'm enjoying this.
This may not even be enough damage. We're about to find out. Even if so, do I have enough time to survive and get Wayne's Sorrow out to kill him? Probably not, but we're gonna find out. Alright, well at least the minion is out. Yeah, I don't got a lot of time to find out.
Time. See what's become of me.
Do I go for it now? Probably. Who knows? It may actually be enough damage. Damn. It's not enough.
This.
I wasn't that far off, though.
You will not defeat me.
Yeah, I'm probably dead. I am most certainly dead. Well, that's a risk. I tried. What? I'm not dead! Okay. For one, how? How am I not dead? I'm not gonna be able to hold on long enough to kill him, probably, though. Because he's got a lot of cheats, but... he's gonna be able to attack me before I can attack him back. I got close, though! I can be proud of myself for that, chat, at least, right? Like, I almost got him in one shot, but... yeah, unfortunately, there's just... not enough time. Yep, I'm out. Yep, I'm out. I got so close, though. Alright, for the sake of time, I'm gonna go ahead and trigger the team-up option so then we can get some more people in here to help me, because this is hard. Okay, because sometimes it changes the minimum team size. Oh wow, that was quick. Sometimes it's quick and sometimes it takes a while to find partners. And because that guy is myth, I can use my spirit traps and hexes on him, depending on what level he is and what spells he's got. Because sometimes when I do the team up, I get people that are max level. So we'll see what happens when it triggers. Oh, looks like we're gonna have 3. That's even better. Oh, do we got a full gang? Looks like it.
There he is, just waiting for us. For a primal force who plans to destroy the spiral, be sure to...
And at long...
What level are you? Oh, you're balance. You're a champion. What are you? Well, you're also a champion.
You will not defeat me!
Alright. Yeah, so the guy just took a little bit to load in, which is fine. Now what are you? Of course, you're the Supreme. Because of course... He's got enough even just with that? Oh wow. I mean, he's probably got good enough gear that he probably does. Yeah, so he's gonna summon another one. So he can summon up to 4 because there's 4 people that are present.
That's the spirit.
The witch's house call. The minion can't even be summoned because of the... Yeah, he's gonna die.
Time.
He's still not dead. He's still not dead. Now it's easy.
Enough! Though I cannot imagine how. You've defeated me, wizard. I underestimated you. Indeed, I may have underestimated the spiral as a whole.
Game. I can't even hit enter for the chat. There we go.
As you collect the Eye of History, it dissolves the final shadow ray that was projected into the sands of time. As the sands of time reset, you feel a sense of relief, but also a profound sadness. At the moment, however, it seems there's little you can do, but return to the Chronoverge and report to Chronomancer Tyrell.
Alright, well, that's that. We are done with Mirage. That was our final boss. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the deck. There's one more thing missing. That's extra epic. Let's change around so that we're not crowded with other people. Switch back to our main deck. And continue.
You did it! The sands of time have reset and begun flowing in the proper direction. But where's Mallory?
Friend or not?
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry. I will not ask you to recount the experience nor meddle in your affairs. In truth, I have more than enough to worry about myself.
Yeah, just ignore that person, but...
After what happened here, rebuilding the Order of the Chronomancers is a daunting task, though one I must undertake nonetheless. I hope we've seen the last of this cabal, but I suspect they will surface again elsewhere with more dark plans. In the meantime, I might ask one favor. If you could simply report back to Santiago before you leave Mirage, I would be grateful.
Alright, well...
Strangely enough, it seems the alchemist Santiago is nowhere to be found. Perhaps you should ask Birdie where he went.
Oh my goodness, look at you! Yet another stunning outfit! Just breathe, Birdie, just breathe. At any rate, it's fabulous to see you. Oh, you're looking for Santiago? Now where did that tired nomad get off to? Oh, yes, he said he had some wandering to do, but he left a message. He said to thank you for helping with something time-consuming, I think? But he wanted to express his gratitude. He said you should report back to your friends at the Parthenon. No, it was Arcanum. Yes, sounds like a fancy place. Oh, bless your sweet heart, I'm a...
Alright, back to the Arcanum then, I guess.
You! I've been looking for you, understudy, leaving pages all flipped in the schism reading room. Must I always go around tidying up after you?
Fashion man.
The scholars may think you're the latest and greatest, but I've been around the bookcase a few times, and I see the truth.
Oh, do restrain yourself, Fitzhume. The understudy has dealt with enough controversy of late. And fared well, I might add. To say we were relieved to learn the sands of time had been reset would be an understatement. Your achievement today will not be forgotten.
Indeed, I was feeling overjoyed when the news of your success arrived. It's past now. I will, of course, expect a full report at some point. At the present, however, I suggest that returning the Eye of History to Old Bartleby should take precedence.
You do remember Grandfather Tree, don't you? Or did you forget again?
Shut up, Fitzhume.
Put him in his place, Ione.
Oh, hello, young wizard. There's some reason I hope to see you, but I can't recall. You have my eye? Oh, yes. I would very much like that. Now that is a strange sensation. A flood of memories flows back into my leaves. Yes, it's coming back. Something very important. Thank you, wizard. I must beg your pardon, however. I need time to myself. Time to remember. Time to remember everything.
Should have triggered a quest to Mirage. Or, not Mirage, Imperia.
Ah, there you are. It's time you learned a lesson about being thorough and following through with your responsibilities. Initiate, you heard correctly. You never signed your Arcanum rank promotion paperwork, so you're not officially an understudy yet. So here, sign. Done? Congratulations, blah blah. While we're on the subject of thoroughness, I hear you failed to submit your full post-Mirage report. Whatever you did in Mirage managed to pull several of the scholars' noses out of their books and get them all worked up about something. Old Baba Yaga's been ranting and raving even more than usual. I think she's even been crying. Yes, you should probably check on her.
Okay.
Wizard, we have to hurry! Mallory! We have to save her! You have to save her. Grandmother Raven entrusted her to me, and I raised her like my own. I did my best, but she wanted to be a heroic wizard, like you. Imperia. That's where Spider's taken my sweet Mallory. But Ione and some of the other scholars have a plan to rescue her. Please, after everything you've done, don't be cravenly now. The stakes are too high. Go ask Ione how you can help.
Understudy, at last. Your exploits in Mirage, while impressive, have resulted in a situation we at the Arcanum find concerning. In an unprecedented occurrence, several scholars have paused their studies and convened to address Spider's increasing threat to the Spiral. We've learned that Grandfather Spider aims to recover his Chaos Heart, and that he plans to use Mallory in some way to do so. If the Chaos Heart is removed from its bonds in Imperia, it will unravel the very fabric of existence. Needless to say, that would be bad.
Of course.
The Committee of Scholars has determined a mission to Imperia is required, and that you should lead it. Do you accept this responsibility? Good. Head to the dry docks immediately. The Committee of Scholars will brief you on the mission. I will join you all momentarily.
Alright, we are moving on to Imperia. Let me pull up that questline guide. Yeah, Imperia actually has 2 parts to it, which is interesting. Part 1 has 80 quests in it, and Part 2 has 70. So technically, there's 150 total throughout the entire world. So we'll start Imperia. We're probably not going to be able to do too much yet, but we can get it going, at least. Because I also gotta eat dinner and all that.
As you enter the cavernous dry docks, your senses are assaulted by the smell of dust and the palpable anxiety of the busy scholars. But your eyes are quickly drawn to the extraordinary ship moored close by. You get the sense you've seen it before.
Impressive, is she not? It is hard not to admire Kabbalist aesthetics, even if their intergalactic navigational systems are less than stellar.
And you ain't gonna get those systems updated with weak puns. Get back to work, bub. Ignis and I will be there to help in a minute. As for you, understudy, now's not the best time to chat, unless you're here about the Imperia mission. You're joining the mission? Great! Though I feel the need to warn you, Imperia ain't exactly a toboggan ride down the hill. Raven created Imperia specifically to keep Spider out. As such, travel and communications with Imperia are exceedingly difficult.
Difficult, but not impossible. Raven shrouded Imperia in a magical storm called the Aether, which shields the Chaos Heart from Spider. It even keeps Raven herself out. Unfortunately, the Aether doesn't seem to be a deterrent to the semi-divine, like Spider's children.
Recently, Ione received a jumbled message from the Empyrean city of Xanadu that leads us to suspect Spider's son, the Bat, is there. Then, one of our adjunct scholars decided he'd take it upon himself to go investigate, so he borrowed Spark's stream portal prototype.
Aye, and no one's heard from poor Medulla since. Oh, 'tis a right shame that. He seemed like a bright enough fellow, if not a wee bit impetuous.
Precisely why we are being extra meticulous now. There is no room for error with this mission.
Oh, hello there, Ione. We were just briefing the understudy on the particulars of the mission to Imperia.
And you're just in time to tell them all about the ship. Come on, Ignis. Spark needs our help.
Very well. Since the Arcanum's last voyage to Imperia resulted in depressing failure, a more reliable mode of transportation has become priority 1. Thus, the great skyship you see before you. It's called the Spiral Ark. Does it look familiar to you? It should. Perhaps you recall seeing it referenced when you read The History of the Great Schism.
Yeah.
Those who would become the Cabal built it as a lifeboat to usher them through the violent end of the spiral that they believed inevitable. After the schism, the Spiral Ark was forgotten, until a young man with an incorrigible interest in technology found it here collecting dust. As fate would have it, that young man, named Spark, hails from Imperia and has dedicated his life to solving the enigma of Empyrean travel. And despite my many objections, he has volunteered to accompany you on this mission. He is also my brother, but that is inconsequential. You and Spark should become acquainted. Here, give him this ion dust he requested, and lend him any further aid he may require.
There we are. The homemade world door is secured and ready for transport. You sure we shouldn't test it first?
This world door will serve as the initial stream portal link and what I hope will eventually become an Empyrean-wide teleportation network.
Ah, Kinda like how a lead climber does that first free climb to install the guide rope, so everyone else can use it to scale the mountain.
I suppose so, yes.
Just gotta get that first anchor point down, right? Oh, hey there, understudy. Excuse me, I need to check the status of the hull.
Greetings, understudy. I am pleased that we may finally be formally introduced. I am called Spark. It is my honor to serve as your science officer for this mission. Do I detect the invigorating smell of ion dust? Excellent. Come, I will show you what the ion dust is for, and along the way, I can show you around the spiral arc. This is the arc's main machine room, which I have retrofitted with a sublight stream drive engine. Ignis is smoke testing the stream drive now.
Spark, me boy. Your engine sure is impressive, but I can't seem to get her to spool up to maximum warp.
Have you tried increasing the aperture of the fission intake?
I'm giving her all she's got. I just can't do it. I need more power.
Intriguing. It will take some time for me to properly diagnose the issue.
I trust you'll figure it out, Spark. Now, if that's all, I've another mission-related task I need to tend to.
Yes, of course. Thank you for your assistance, Ignis. Understudy, we should make haste with the tour. These stately doors lead to the surprisingly spacious living quarters. Say what you will about the Cabal, the ensuite lavatories are far more comfortable than those here in the Arcanum. Moving on.
So the bathrooms are better on here?
This is the emergency escape pod bay. The pods are superfluous to our mission, but removing them all would require too much effort. Here we find the heart of my intra-ethereal navigational guidance system, the Lux Capacitor. It uses quantum photon superpositioning to breach nanospace, allowing the arc to travel through the stormy ether subatomically. Its design came to me after I slipped and hit my head in the aforementioned cramped Arcanum lavatory. Shall we continue to the bridge? Our tour comes to its conclusion here, on the bridge. There under the main viewer is the Cyclolabe. It will help us plot courses through the ether, a storm compass, as it were. And we will end the tour with the one detail technology cannot update, the captain's chair, rather, the person in it. Without a sky captain experienced in ethereal travel, the chair and this mission are utterly futile. Fortunately, the scholars have this issue mostly figured out. It would be prudent for you to check on that. I really should get back to work.
About time. We should have told Spark to skip the lavatory tour. Listen up. We need to discuss the recruitment of the Sky Captain. The mission requires a Sky Captain with experience in Imperia. I'm sure we don't need to explain how limited that selection is.
There is only one such person known to us scholars, a wharf rat of dubious reputation, by the name of Captain Taylor Coleridge.
You remember him, right? As we understand it, you and old Coleridge met in Chrysalis a while back.
And we're hoping that relationship will help recruit Coleridge to this mission. He's not my first choice, but he'll have to do. Our intelligence has tracked him to Polaris. I'll mark the location on your map.
Captain Cool Ranch is essential to the mission. Whatever it takes to convince him to help, you do it. Whatever it takes.
Oh boy. Go back to Polaris.
Chance! The hero of Walrusburg arrives in our time of need. The crooked inspectors are harassing my husband in the stockroom. Help him!
Oh, good lord. I don't got time for this.
Silence! We've given you multiple warnings, Coleridge, yet we continue to receive reports of rats in this establishment. Clean up or pay up!
Ye feather-brained fish flingers wouldn't know a rat if it were standing right in front of ye. We ain't bribing ye without a fight, yeah!
Was that a threat? According to Law 401-861B, threatening a city official is a capital offense. Prepare to be punished. Who are you?
Wizard, how ya been? What brings you? Actually, what do you say ye help me swap this scum out of me stockroom? Then we catches up.
At least I got the minions out, but... Alright, let's knock this guy out.
Oh, Coleridge, I did not know you were friends with the hero of Walrusburg. Perhaps I was a bit overzealous. Upon further inspection, I officially declare this establishment healthcare compliant. Au revoir!
Thank the 70 seas ye wandered in when ye did, old friend. Come, let me pour you a tasty tiki drink on the house.
Mon amour, what happened? The vile inspectors, they ran away so fast. Was the Scofier crying?
And all who heard should see them there, and all should cry beware, beware. The crooked inspectors won't be bothering us anymore, me love.
C'est magnifique! The hero of Walrusburg strikes again. I will pour for you our most popular drink, a poisson colada.
Yeah, sounds as though we've both led exciting lives since we parted last. Come, let us swap stories over tropical-themed novelty beverages. What's that? You didn't come here for a tasty tiki drink? You want me to captain a skyship to Imperia? Absolutely not. The fate of the Spiral is at stake. Answer still no. Sorry, I'm done sailing. I am a small business owner now and a husband. Besides, even if I wanted to help, which I don't, I wouldn't be of much assistance to ye. Me exploits in Imperia came purely by accident.
Did they?
We happened upon Imperia because I got lost searching for the storm gate to El Dorado. We only made it out thanks to a child's lucky guesses. At least that's what they told me happened. I was knocked unconscious in a shipwreck. Woke up days later, docked at some strange library. The navigator from that fateful journey was really the one most responsible for piloting the ship the entire time. That navigator is actually a sky captain in his own right now, and an adventurous one at that. He goes by the name of Captain James T. Port. As it happens, he and his crew passed through here but a few days ago. They were heading to Azteca. Said something about an asteroid. If you tell Pork there's glory to be had, he'll join your cause. No matter how perilous the journey. Look for him in the Zocalo. Oh, and if you happen to run into our dear friend Old Cobb, do send him this way. Tell him he'll never have to pay at the Rada Tiki.
Yeah, once we make landing in Imperia, that's where I think I'll cut the stream, because I am also getting hungry. And I would like to go eat, so... I don't want to leave you guys hanging.
You there. Got a second? Please, it's an emergency, life or death. So, are you a powerful wizard, or do you just dress like one? You are? Great. Whatever powerful wizard stuff you're up to is gonna have to wait. My captain needs your help. Follow me. Here's where the frenzied she-beasts captured him. I'm no good in a fight, but I'll do what I can. We just gotta hurry.
Good boy.
Beans, my trusted companion. I knew you'd bring help. Get me out of here before these morosely magnificent priestesses sacrifice me. The one with the soulful eyes and the flawless, scaly skin has the key to the cage. Careful, she bites.
Only the worthy may enter the shrine to the crying sky.
Oh boy. Okay. Alright, hopefully this is enough damage. Ha! I'm glad I got the stun block.
Enough! Such unrest only further angers the crying sky. Here's the key to the cage. Just promise you'll take the pig man far away.
Oh, don't pretend you won't miss me. Beans! You heard the lovely lady. Let me out of this cage. We've got places to go.
Darn it, James, I'm a doctor, not a locksmith. Wizard, would you be so kind as to use the priestess's key to let Captain Pork out of his pen?
Freedom at last. I warned you, captivating captors, that my crew would come for me. There will be no sacrifice this day.
What? We never planned to sacrifice you. We locked you up to keep you out of our personal space while we prayed.
And that only caused you more grief, didn't it? I can't thank you enough, Wizard. Your timing is impeccable. The name is James T. Pork, captain of the sky ship Endeavor. Charmed, I'm sure. I assume you're already acquainted with my chief medical officer here. I don't know where Beans found you, but I'm glad he did. Thank you both.
It was more like the wizard found me. They just dropped everything and ran headlong into battle without flinching.
Impressive. I could use someone like that on my crew. Interested, Wizard? Great. First things first, we should probably leave Azteca. Now, but don't worry. A new mission will find its way to us. They always do. What's that? You know of a mission? Imperia, you say? To save the Spiral? No. My precious Endeavor, though a strong ship, will never survive the stormy Empyrean either. What? The Arcanum as a ship?
There we go.
Understood.
But where's Coleridge?
He refused.
That no good, cowardly rat! This makes me unhappy. Extremely unhappy. The Spiral is doomed if we don't find an experienced sky captain.
Oh, the Wizard found you an experienced sky captain, ma'am. Captain James T. Pork, reporting for duty. The doorman, Fitzhume, showed me in.
Nice to meet you. So, you've sailed the stormy Empyrean skies.
Actually, he has. And rather deftly, too.
My reputation precedes me. You're Nimbari, no? I loved my short time on Numea. Wizard introduced me to your enchanting friends.
We have met, Pork. My brother and I were aboard Coleridge's ship that you navigated out of Imperia. It was you who delivered us here.
Blue girl? All grown up, and what about little blue boy? Have the years here in the Arcanum treated him as well as they have you?
Yes. Spark's maturation has made me proud. As he will be the mission's science officer, you two should reacquaint yourselves. Understudy, while the crew prepares for takeoff, Velma von Venkman has requested a word with you in her office before you leave.
Okay. Alright, hopefully we get to Imperia soon. I really am hungry.
Well, if it isn't my favorite partner in Shadow. I know, I should have reached out, but I've been busy chasing shadows. Literally. From what I heard, you've been chasing shadows of your own. You've got quite the grandfather spider situation on your hands, don't you? You'll need to be prepared for whatever spider throws at you next. That's why I've created a cool new shadow spell. the Shadow Trickster. Just collect the essence from the Shadow Trickster that I've corralled in the Shadow Training Room. Then I'll use it to teach you the spell. Oh, this probably goes without saying, but don't trust anything the Trickster says. Just get the Trickster essence and get out. Good luck!
Who's there? Oh, you look kind and decent. I'm an innocent captive. Please help. Bah, you're not buying any of that, are you? Venkman said you were clever, so I'll be straight with you. I could have escaped this rinky-dink study hall at any time, but I wanted to meet you. Grandfather Spider will reward me handsomely for bringing you in. He might even let me keep your head as a trophy. Let's play.
This music just kicks. Oh! This is gonna be nasty, actually. Ouch! That's just rude. No, that's just rude. He's getting rid of all my power. If I end up having to reset, I'm gonna switch to my trap deck. There's a chance I may have to reset. I really don't want to have to do straight shots. Because then I'm gonna need multiple hits guaranteed. Even all 3 spells may not be enough to kill him. With straight shots. I haven't even gotten a Shadow Pip yet. Let's try this. Oh, I got him! Alright, cool.
mine. Do what you will with my essence. Grandfather Spider will release me when he destroys you. You and this disgusting spiral.
You've got that smug, I just wiped the floor with a shadow trickster look, so I'm guessing your little jaunt was a success. All right, you got the essence. Now here's the trick with the trickster. Cast this little spell. I hope that spell serves you well in Imperia, wizard. I'm glad I was able to teach it to you before you left. The other scholars might not trust me enough to include me in their little committee, but I couldn't just sit back and not offer to help. Well, I guess I should get back to work. And you should get going to Imperia. Oh, and feel free to tell Ione and the others how helpful I was.
At last, I was becoming anxious. The Ark is fully updated, loaded, and prepped for takeoff.
As is the crew. The course is set and we're ready to take our positions.
Excellent. Oh, there's just one more thing. Ignis, if you would.
Right. I fashioned a special outfit for you, understudy. It should provide at least a wee bit of protection against the Empyrean storms. I made you one too, Spark. Sorry, pork and beans. I only had time for these badges. But hey, at least you all kind of match now.
Thank you, Ignis. Your gift means a great deal to me. I will say a figurative hello to Imperia for you. And for you, sister.
Just see to it that the mission succeeds, brother, and try not to die. That would make me sad.
At least we'll look the part. Crew, to your positions. Wizard, we'll leave on your mark.
The time has come, understudy. Good. Remember, aboard the Ark, Pork is in charge. But that authority transfers to you the minute you land in Xanadu. From there, you must locate my contact, Ziggy Stardust. She should be able to help you track down Mallory and the Bat.
Take care, understudy.
Safe journeys. Oh, and watch out for sky squids.
Just go.
Are we ready? All right, crew, it's go time. Wizard, would you do the honors of initiating the takeoff sequence on the systems console?
Hey, here we go.
We are all systems go, Captain. Ready for takeoff.
Excellent, Mr. Spark. Initiate the photon propellers.
Photon propellers initiated, Captain. We have liftoff, sir.
Take us out, Mr. Spark.
We are clear. All systems nominal, Captain. Shall I spool the stream drive for warp speed?
Absolutely. And point us toward Imperia while you're at it.
Already done, sir. The stream drive is spooled. Entering warp speed now.
Take her in, Spark. Headlong into the storm. Listen to this kitten purr. You've built quite an impressive sky ship, Mr. Spark. Quite impressive indeed.
Thank you, sir. We are approaching the Empyrean Stormgate in 3, 2, 1. We have breached Empyrean airspace, reducing stream drive to normal speed.
Oh! The Empyrean ether! Just as mean and nasty as I remember. Brace for impact!
We have sustained catastrophic damage. The shields are failing. There must be something wrong with the Lux capacitor.
We're losing altitude. Pull up, man. Pull up. Pull up!
Should be fine. Glad you could join us, Wizard. Just take it slow. You've been out in the cold for a while now. How do you feel? Can you walk? That's it. Nice and easy. I ran a full diagnostic on you while you were snoozing. The good news is you're gonna be fine. The bad news is you're in Imperia. The ship took a knockout punch to the chin. It's bad. Real bad. The jewel inside that cyclo thingy looks even worse. The captain's gone outside to look around, and I haven't heard much from Spark. I assume he's okay. Hard to tell if he's concussed or just weird. I've got to salvage my medical supplies. Can you run down to the hold and see if Spark's all right? He'll want to know about the cyclo what's-it.
In answer to your query, I am uninjured. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same of the art. The crash was certainly unexpected. The ether storms have intensified since my sister and I were smuggled out of Imperia. I can only speculate that the conflict between Grandmother Raven and Grandfather Spider is somehow amplifying the storms. Most intriguing. The crash damaged the hull beyond repair. The ship will never fly again. We may, however, still be able to use our escape pods to reach Xanadu. I require a working cyclolab and Lux capacitor to modify a pod. Our capacitor is intact, but apparently our cyclolab is broken. We cannot leave this island until the storm jewel in the cyclolab is replaced. Captain Pork is outside. You can help him search for a new one.
Oh, I gotta go this way. Okay. Well, my friends, this is Imperia! Well, the start of it anyway. Yep, our ship has crashed, and as you can see, there are many other ships that have fallen apart in the ether storm. But we're gonna go ahead and leave it off here. We will start our journey with Imperia the next time we are on Wizard101. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. I will catch you guys next time.